Make sure you're subscribed to Jerk Crispy.
Anyways, what's for y'all? Show most that's most. Jerk Crispy, we're back in the video. Anyways, why Lil Yachty abandoned Burberry Perry? Who is this? Who is that? I don't know who that is. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow our social media. Gonna pop on the screen. The dude channel name is 11 p.m.
Which I don't really like talking about my old best friend Perry.
Yeah.
Who I'm not that close to anymore.
Damn, bro. They really got a channel called 11 p.m. Damn, hey. You can make any name at this point. I could go make a channel name called So Fly Guy. So Fly Guy, I'm gonna swoop your girl up, like. Like, but make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow our social media. It's gonna pop on the screen. We're gonna roll to 500. Yeah.
Which I don't really like talking about my old best friend Perry.
Yeah.
Who I'm not that close to
Perry!
anymore. I never wanted anything from him.
Right.
Just for him to be great.
Yeah.
But that's a long story. But you know what I'm saying?
Burberry Perry helped craft the sound of Lil Yachty's debut mixtape Lil Boat 1, including producing his breakout hit One Night. However, the two never worked together again after 2017. The producer and artist formerly known as Burberry Perry had played a major role in Lil Yachty's early SoundCloud career, before, as we're about to see, a mysterious beef split them apart. Some believe it was all due to a Pokemon card. But what exactly went down between Yachty and Perry? As fellow Atlanta artists, Lil Yachty and Burberry Perry first met one night at a party. Then, after exchanging each other's info, the two began working on music together in the Atlanta scene.
Producing a lot of Lil Yachty's like early albums, like his first couple of albums, like a lot of his early hits. So I came up, like that was like when I was 18.
First gaining mainstream recognition by producing Lil Yachty's breakout double platinum single One Night in 2015, then came his feature verse on Wanna Be Us a year later, a track from Yachty's debut mixtape Lil Boat 1.
Bitch, you know it's Lil Boat. Bitch, it's Lil Boat and Lil Perry. I can do a whole like a ferry. I can run like a cherry. All little niggas they know. All little niggas they know me.
You know, it's crazy. Off cameras, I listened to that whole album. That's actually a good album. It's a good album. Like cold like Minnesota. Instead of, if you want to get out the kitchen, stay out the heat, something like that. But if you like cold like Minnesota, cold like Minnesota, like.
That Yachty sound was made in part by you, and there was plenty of people to come afterwards that were
that did kind
really
of like
influenced by it. So
I do agree.
I'm not saying you were the sole reason, but you were.
In addition to his work with Yachty, though, also came Perry's self-titled debut EP that same year of 2016. However, with the name he came up with referencing a Burberry branded scarf he would always wear, combined with then, a cover art you can see here featuring an altered version of the British luxury clothing brand's plaid design and night logo. Following the release of his debut EP, Burberry Perry was met with a surprise at his doorstep.
I get a box to my door and it's filled with binders. Like I opened it up, it had pictures of me wearing Burberry. Like it had like every instance that I had ever taken a picture, said Burberry, or used in any reference.
Wow.
Like it was binders of this, right? They were like, yeah, you had to appear in Supreme Court in New York for this, woo-de-woo.
Faced with a lawsuit for using Burberry's name and likeness for personal profit with no permission, Perry was then forced to change his artist name to The Good Perry. The Good Perry would join Lil Yachty's sailing team back at the time too, which was basically a crew of rappers and producers Yachty had been pushing heavy, but walking the same path as his recent Concrete Boys record label that we'll see in a second, and his back and forth with Caribou. Just like the Concrete Boys, the sailing team did not last very long. When the sailing team became like my brothers and sisters, I felt the need to take care of them, Yachty explained of his old crew, but it got to the point where I was spending so much money, almost $1 million, trying to create this company out of my own money, and they didn't even want it for themselves. They were just really lazy. Not even a thing where they were envious or jelly, they were just lazy, he said.
When it comes to the sailing team, as a group, I think that everybody in the group didn't take that platform and kind of just push off. Everybody didn't really take the platform that he gave us to really capitalize off of it, so.
I was getting these big magazine cover shoots, cover looks, and taking them on tour around the world twice. Getting these hotels and these big tour buses and spending all this money on custom uniforms and video shoots, and for niggas to like not give a f.
That's crazy.
Really lazy.
Now, this quote from Yachty back in 2019 was about the sailing team as a whole.
Like, that's crazy. If somebody actually came down and gave me an opportunity of that stuff, I'm not taking that opportunity for no granted. I'm gonna take it and like, bro, and steal and like aggress and and freaking fertilize it and grow with it. Not just sit there and just not do nothing with it. Like, bro.
But what happened with the Good Perry specifically? After landing 5 placements on Lil Boat 1, 3 tracks on Summer Songs 2, but then only 1 song on Yachty's debut album Teenage Emotions, their track Running With a Ghost would prove to be the last song ever released from Lil Yachty and Perry. Perry was noticeably absent from the sequel Lil Boat 2, as fans were left empty-handed with nothing but questions. Well, to start, rumors swirled about creative differences between the two. Now, creative differences are often common between close artists and producers. However, some fans instead believed that it was actually a Pokemon card which set off the drama.
Who's that Pokemon?
Rumors again rose about Perry allegedly stealing a rare Pokemon card from Lil Yachty, causing him to get mad. But although this was never confirmed nor denied, it was confirmed in his recent No Jumper interview though that Perry and Yachty never actually had any serious beef, contrary to many theories.
I don't think it necessarily was ever turmoil. Like, a lot of people do assume that. How would I say? Like, we don't talk to each other, like, often. But, like, I do hit him up every once in a while. I'll be like, yo, what you doing? Like, what's this called? I seen you was over here. I was over here.
Perry said that they still talk once in a while. But according to this tweet from Yachty in 2018, good question, he says when asked about his former friend, it's whatever, we don't talk. A few months later after his tweet though, came this Instagram story from Lil Yachty. We back cool now so you never know. Saying they're back cool now tells us at one point though that they weren't cool. And while again it's possible it was actually because of a stolen Pokemon card, the truth is Perry and Yachty's problems have been kept personal behind the scenes, out of the public eye. The Good Perry has continued releasing music, including a new mixtape every few years, such as his most recent in 2022 titled Mr. Good, Bad, and Ugly, but obviously no new collaborations with Lil Yachty. The sailing team walked so Concrete Boys could run, reads this top comment from a fan. As I mentioned earlier, the collapse of Yachty's sailing team and his messy split from his former artist Caribou, a crazy situation in itself that I actually already made an
Caribou could get this. I ain't lying to you. Caribou could really be my best friend on some stuff like type shit. Like, she could really be a nigga friend on some stuff like,
entire video about on my main channel, but Caribou's situation has drawn comparisons to the mysterious fate of Burberry Perry.
I don't want to say this. I'm gonna say this shit one time, right? We have split ways with Kara as far as this concrete shit. I don't have nothing to say, nothing bad to say, nothing negative to say about Kara. I wish her the best.
A few moments later.
Yo, bro, it's so crazy to me, bro, because I've given you a career, and time to time you just disrespect me. I wrote every verse you've done. I dressed you. I dressed all 5 of y'all niggas, bro. I put an outfit on everybody. I put 8-carat earrings in everybody's ear. I put 3 chains on all y'all neck. We bought a Cartier watch. I gave you that
He basically y'all dad on some stuff. Nah, y'all gonna wear this today. Well, I wanna wear this. Now you gonna wear that. When I say you gonna wear them 10 boots with them shorts with that long sleeve shirt, you gonna wear it. That's how Lil Yachty is. And you're like, okay.
on Rolex.
Yachty and Caribou have publicly called each other out numerous times, something that never happened though with Perry.
I fuck with Caribou. I fuck with Yachty. That shit funny as a bitch. I'm all up in that nigga way. But the video about to end already. But damn, bro. What the... Oh, God. God, that hilarious. No, that jokes my stuff though. Not gonna hold you. That was funny. I just did that. That was funny.
Perry's mentioned how he kinda got comfortable after his early success, and perhaps lost some of his interest in music. Meanwhile, Yachty's sound continued to advance beyond SoundCloud. There is no denying Perry's impact and influence on Lil Yachty's early come-up. However, it is very likely we'll never see them release music together ever again. Thank you guys.
Damn, that's crazy. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment, subscribe, follow us social media. They pop on the screen. See y'all when I see y'all. And I'm out, man. We're on the road to 500, and yeah.